We are honored to have Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. V. M. Pandhari Pandeji, the Director, Center of Excellence in Microwave Electronics, Osmania University, Hyderabad. Our Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Yusuf Inamdarji, the Technical Head of J. Kumar Infra Projects Limited. Honorable Executive President of MIT ADT University, Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat Sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sunil Rai Sir. The Principal of School of Engineering, Honorable Dr. Kishore Ravande Sir. The Dean of School of Engineering, Honorable Dr. Rajneesh Kaur Sajdev Ma'am. We also welcome the Head of the Mechanical Department, Sudarshan Sanap Sir. We also welcome all the principals, directors of all the institutes, respected dignitaries, HODs, professors, and dear students. It gives us an immense pleasure to welcome you all on the occasion of Engineers' Day. Sir M. Vishweshwaraya had a flair for complex engineering problems and nation building. It is to honor his achievements and contributions towards the country that India celebrates Engineers' Day on 15th of September every year. The UN has recognized that peace is the prerequisite of realizing human rights around the world, and it is within our potential as human beings to build positive peace. Of course, technology has always been a driver of history. The compass and the maritime navigation helped enable colonialism. The Reformation may not have happened without the printing press, and technological growth creates problems as well as solutions. It accelerates carbon monoxide emissions, but can also help produce alternate fuels to reduce them. Nuclear power can heat homes or destroy nations. Still, technology is playing a great role, and not just in the events of geopolitical history, but its cause. The question is thus, who controls the technology, but the way in which we develop, guide, and control it collectively to benefit humans, provide free education for everyone, ensure availability of medicine, and to put an end to all forms of fighting. Therefore, let us begin today's function with the World Peace Prayer. May I request you all to please stand up in the honor of the prayer. Thank you. You may now please sit down. We would now like to call upon Dr. Sudarshan Sanap Sir, the Head of the Department, Mechanical Engineering, MIT School of Engineering, to talk about Engineers' Day celebration.
Dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat Sir, Executive President, MIT ADT University, today's function chief guest, Honorable Dr. V.M. Pandarpande, Director, Center of Excellence, Microwave Electronics, Osmania University, Hyderabad. Also, ex-Vice Chancellor of Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad. Also, guest of honor, Mr. Yusuf Inamdar Sir, Technical Head, J. Kumar Infra Projects Limited, Pune. Honorable Dr. Sunil Rai Sir, Vice Chancellor of MIT EDT University, Pune. Honorable Dr. Rajnish Kaur Sajdev Ma'am, Dean Engineering. Honorable Dr. Kishore Ravande Sir, Principal of MIT School of Engineering. All Dean Directors of different units of MIT EDT University. Heads of different departments of MIT School of Engineering. Faculty members. And my dear student friends. A very good afternoon. Everyone knows that why we are gathered over here. I would like to give a brief about the person for whom we are celebrating this day. Sir Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya, an engineer, scholar, statesman, and the Diwan of Mysore, was born in Telugu family on 15th of September 1861. One of the most eminent engineer ever produced by Mother India. Bharat Ratna Sir Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya, better known as M. Vishveshwaraya, was a man of high principle and discipline. The ideology with which he works, that to give real service, you must add something which cannot be bought or measured with money. With that ideology, Sir MV has spent 12 years of his service in Pune. The major contribution of Sir MV was the automatic opening and closing of gates of Khadakwasla Dam when the water level goes above and below a certain level of water, is the gift of Sir MV to the Indian PWD department. Lot of things are there which are, we can say that as an Indian, we should be proud that the contribution of Sir MV towards the society. As you know that every year his birthday, that is 15th of September, is celebrated as the Engineer Day in his memory. But today we know that today is 12th of September, and you know that 15th of September holiday is there. So with the permission of Honorable Executive President and the Vice Chancellor Sir, we, the teachers of budding engineers of MIT School of Engineering, are celebrating today, that is the 12th of September, as the Engineers Day. This year, in comparison with the last year's activity, we have organized number of events and the competition which were held at the MIT EDT University premises since last week. Few of them I would like to add here. We have organized essay writing and skit competition. Initially the theme was given to the student, and the theme was future in terms of technology. We have got a very good response, and we have selected few students only. For essay writing competition, we have selected 30 participants, and that competition we have organized on 7th of September. Also we have organized skit competition on 11th of September. Again, we have selected few students. The count was 45 participants in that particular competition. We have also organized poster making competition, and the theme was Science, Engineering and Technology for Sustainable Future for Solving Societal Problems. For this also we have got a very good response. In the morning we have organized this event. 30 teams were participating in that particular event. Also we have circulated one thing through website related to the film screening competition. That was actually related to the videos related to the topic of Engineers for Society. We have got 4 teams, 4 videos we have got, and the one video has got a very good response. That video we are going to show here very shortly. And also we have, last year also we have organized blood donation camp, and this year also, today also we have organized this camp. Till time, for this blood donation camp, we have got 210 bottles. Last year, the total was 165 bottles. O'clock, the count was 210 bottles. Hope so the count will increase. So like this, different activities we are organizing under the banner of MIT School of Engineering for the engineering students. This is the few activities which are related to the special day, that is what? Engineers Day, in the memory of Sir M.V. So at the end I would like to add one quote by Sir M. Vishweshwaraya. It is better to serve like steel than rust and wither away like iron. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Like every other auspicious occasion, let's start this event by offering our prayers to Ma Saraswati and conduct our lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to Mother Saraswati, the embodiment of knowledge. We would like to request all the dignitaries to proceed to the lighting of the lamp and the Saraswati Puja. May we have a huge round of applause? We in MIT always begin our function with the lighting of the lamp and the Saraswati Puja. Ma Saraswati, the embodiment of knowledge, we request you to shower all the greatness and blessings upon us. May we once again have a huge round of applause. It is extremely important to light the lamp of love in our hearts, the lamp of abundance in our college, the lamp of compassion to serve others, the lamp of knowledge to dispel the darkness of ignorance, and the lamp of gratitude that the divine has bestowed upon us. Light dispels darkness, and when darkness of ignorance and within you is dispelled through the light of wisdom, technology and innovation, goodness prevails. Thank you all. Thank you so much. May I now please call upon Honorable Principal of MIT School of Engineering, Dr. Kishore Ravande sir, to give the welcome address.
Good morning, distinguished guests present on the dais and off the dais. It's my proud privilege and pleasure to stand before you on this very auspicious Our Engineers Day. Respected Honorable Dr. Mangesh Karad sir, our Executive President, Honorable Dr. Sunil Rai, our beloved Vice Chancellor sir, our chief guest of today's function, Dr. Pandari Pandey sir, my colleague and the Dean, Faculty of Engineering, Dr. Rajneesh Kaur ma'am, our guest of honor, our Mr. Yusuf S. Inamdar sir, my colleague Dr. Sanab, who is the convener of Engineers Day, my colleagues from the department, heads of the departments, deans, principals, directors from various units of MIT ADT University, and my dear students. I am indeed proud to be present here on the second celebration of Engineers Day. We had the first ever Engineers Day celebration on behalf of course, MIT ADT University. The MIT School of Engineering has organized last year, and in continuation of the same, today we are organizing this Engineers Day celebration. I need not elaborate details about the celebration because my colleague Dr. Sanab has already mentioned about you, the various competitions that were held, and very importantly the blood donation camp that was organized today morning and still going on. And it's heartening to mention, and it's already mentioned to you, and I repeat that we have exceeded last year's contribution of 165 bottles of blood by 200 plus bottles this year. And that's indeed a great contribution from all the students and faculty of not only MIT School of Engineering but also other constituent units of MIT ADT University. So it's indeed a great contribution, and we of course thank the Lions Club who was associated with this noble cause of blood donation today. I also take this opportunity to thank all those who have really made this blood donation camp a great success. On behalf of my own, on my behalf of the faculty, students and staff of all the constituent units of MIT ADT University, I extend a very hearty and warm welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Pandari Pandey sir, and Mr. Yusuf Inamdar sir, on this occasion of Engineers Day. I also extend, of course, welcome to our distinguished and honorable Dr. Mangesh Karad sir, who has been the source of inspiration and support for all our activities that we do on this campus. I also extend a hearty welcome to our beloved Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sunil Rai sir, without whose support no activity is complete on this campus. I welcome all of them for this Engineers Day celebration. Of course, I extend a warm welcome to all my colleagues, heads of the departments and principals and directors of various institutions at MIT ADT campus, as well as all my dear students. As far as Engineers Day is concerned, it has been narrated by my colleague. I would like to only mention that Sir Vishweshwaraya, the Bharat Ratna, lived for 101 years. And the secret of his long life has been that he has been the passionate engineer who has made enormous contribution to the field of civil engineering particularly. And in those days when he was born in 1861, anybody who says about engineering, it is only understood as civil engineering. Of course, the later part of the time, all other engineering branches have come. But civil engineering has been a prime. So he has been a person who has contributed so much to the Indian economy as well as the development in engineering that his, in fact, what we have been saying, that mentally strong, physically strong, mentally alert, intellectually elevated, all these aspects have been a part of Sir Mokshamurti Vishweshwaraya, and because of that he lived for 101 year and contributed to his last breath to the engineering marvel or engineering happenings in the country. So I think all of us should consider M. Vishweshwaraya as a role model. It's not about the celebration on his birthday. It's not merely about celebration about his birthday, but it's something that we should be inspired about and do something. And probably among these audience, among those students of school engineering, we will see some Vishweshwarayas rising in coming days, and we will have some more Vishweshwarayas contributing to the growth and development of this India, new India. As far as the SOE is concerned, School of Engineering, I would like to just mention few things for the benefit of our guests here, chief guests here. School of Engineering was established last year on 1st August 2017 and under the guidance of Dr. Mangesh Karad sir, and we have been doing our best in giving the education which is most relevant to the present day students. In fact, all our curriculum has been designed on the basis of project-based learning, and we also believe that our students have more hands-on experience and learning through the industry personnel and by industry interaction, and that we have been doing because we believe our students being made industry ready and not only employable, but we are also stressing upon entrepreneurship skill that is to be imparted to students. An additional thing that has been done in this university is the Holistic Development, School of Holistic Development, which was launched recently. That is one particular, what you call the hallmark or the significant thing of MIT Edit University, where we are actually training our students in other areas like yoga, sports, performing arts, and so as to make them the celebrated personality, so as to make them personality which would make them the best fit for the industry. I am also happy to mention today that we, as I said, we are trying to do everything through industry. So whenever there is an opportunity, we try to sign an MOU with the industry or various other organizations so as to reap the maximum benefit for the students. So today also is an occasion. The announcements will be done, but we are signing and exchanging 4 MOUs, 2 for the mechanical engineering, 2 for the electronics and communication engineering, and 1 for the civil engineering. So this is a very significant happening that is being done today, and I am happy that our chief guest, Dr. Pandri Pandey, has offered the Center for Microelectronics to extend the necessary assistance to our electronics and communication students in particular, and maybe in general to other students as well, where our students, faculty can go there to use the facilities that are available at that center, as well as he has also offered our students to go to their laboratories for doing projects. So it has been a good gesture on the part of Dr. Pandri Pandey. I thank on behalf of the entire civil engineering, entire School of Engineering community, as well as on the behalf of management of MIT Edit University. Also Mr. Yusuf Inamdar, who has been not really new to MIT Edit University, but he also extended that particular gesture of giving us Department of Civil Engineering, the students, the internship and other facilities through his organization J. Kumar Infra Projects Limited, Pune. And also there are 2 more MOUs that are coming up from the mechanical engineering department, and all of them will be formally exchanged today on this dais under the witness of all of you here. So I am happy that these significant things are happening, and this is something, I think, a kind of what you call, I must say, what is that, tribute that we will be giving to the Moksha Vishweshwaraya, that we are trying to excel in whatever engineering that we are doing at MIT Edit University. So with this, again, I welcome all of you to this Engineer Day celebration, and thank you for patient hearing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It is our privilege to welcome Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. V. M. Pandari Pandey ji. He is the Director, Center of Excellence in Microwave Electronics, Osmania University, Hyderabad. He completed his BE from Nagpur University in 1970, MTech in 1972, and PhD in 1979 from IIT Kharagpur. He worked as a scientific officer at TIFR, Mumbai from 1972 to 1974. Honorable Dr. V. M. Pandari Pandeji also worked as a faculty at IIT Kharagpur from 1974 to 1983. He has successfully completed several research projects funded by CSIR, DST, AICTE, ISRO, and DRDO. He also established Center of Excellence in Microwave Engineering at Osmania University. He has published around 160 papers in national and international journals and conferences. He has also published 30 books in Marathi literature. He also served as the first director at VNIT Nagpur, Vice Chancellor at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, and in charge of Vice Chancellor at North Maharashtra University. He has also received many awards, to name a few: the Best Teacher Award from the Government of Andhra Pradesh, the Best Teacher Award of Faculty Engineering, Osmania University, Anna University National Award from ISTE, Sir Vishweshwaraya Award from Institute of Engineers in Government of Andhra Pradesh, and 3 IETE awards, including Ramlal Wadhwa Medal. We welcome you, sir. We would like to take this opportunity to request our Executive President, Honorable Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat, sir, to felicitate Honorable Dr. Pandari Pandeji with a shawl and a memento as a token of warmth, love, and affection. May we please have a huge round of applause? May I request you all to please stand up and give a huge round of applause for such an eminent personality. We are indeed lucky to have you amongst us, sir. Thank you. Our guest of honor, Honorable Yusuf Inamdarji, is the technical head at J. Kumar Infra Projects Limited. He is presently involved in all technical work related infra projects like Delhi Metro Elevated and Underground Metro, Ahmedabad Metros, Mumbai Metros, flyovers, bridges, skywalks, electromagnetic water projects, green eco-friendly residence projects, concrete roads in one day. From September 1993 till date, he has been involved in quality control and quality assurance with special emphasis in structural concrete, including designing of concrete mix as per the specifications, routine testing of aggregates. He has also won awards, to name a few: Best System Implementation in 2000, Best Concrete Designer in 2001, Best Technical Coordinator and Planner 2002, Best Technical Auditor 2006, and MIT College of Award winner of Engineering of the Year 2012. May I again request you all to stand up and give a huge round of applause, and request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sunil Rai, sir, to felicitate Honorable Yusuf Inamdarji. Let's have a thunderous round of applause. Thank you, sir. I would now like to request our respected, inspirational, admirer, beloved, benevolent Vice Chancellor, Honorable Dr. Sunil Rai, sir, to address the gathering.
Very happy Engineers Day to all the engineers, the builders of society present here today. Very, very good wishes and happy birthday to Vishwesvaraya ji. I would like to congratulate all the engineers for making their contributions to building society, building nations, and sustaining this world. So let us all pay our salutations to all the engineers living and those who have left us. I pay my salutations to all the engineers. Guests of today's chief guest, it is MV's birthday, and we have VM, Pandari Pandeyji, to join us for the celebrations. Welcome, sir. Yusuf Inamdarji, who is here, our inspiration. Executive President of MIT ADT University, Dr. Mangesh Karatji, the team of Engineering College here on the dais, Dr. Kishore Ravande, Principal, Dr. Rajni ji, Dean, Dr. Sanap, the convener of today's function, all the faculty of School of Engineering, my colleague, deans, directors, heads of units of MIT ADT University, staff members, members of the press, and my dear engineers. I welcome you all to this celebration of the Engineers Day. This is the second time we are doing the Engineers Day celebration on this campus. And as was mentioned, and as is peculiar of MIT group of institutions, that every year we raise the benchmark and do better, as was told to you. I said this congratulations to all of you mainly because, in my personal and very humble opinion, we are all blessed with this life of being an engineer. No other person can contribute as much as an engineer can in every day's walk of life. I used to see a film by Tata's which was called A Bit of Tata in Your Life. Right from the time you get up till the time you sleep, there is something about Tata's, Tata soap, Tata's toothpaste, Tata oil, Tata this, Tata that, and so on and so forth. I think the same thing can be said about a bit of engineer at every minute of your life. And that is how we impress the society. Right from the time a person gets up till the time the person sleeps, and even in the person's sleep, there is an engineering contribution somewhere. So we are all blessed to get this role of serving the society as an engineer. So all young engineers who are going to be the future of our nation, you will be building this nation, competing with and beating China and US, all of them on your technological brilliance. And I bless and pray that you do that. And why I say that you can do that is basically when I stand here and celebrating the birthday of the great son of India, Vishwesvaraya ji. And of course, we have such inspirations behind me. Dr. Vishwanath Karad, our founder, again an engineer and a builder of society, Swami Vivekanand ji on the left. So we have inspiration, and of course Vishwesvaraya ji, about whom much has been talked about and much can be talked about. I draw three inspirations from why I say that we have a choiced life as an engineer. And if you see Vishwesvaraya's life, and that's how an engineer does, firstly, engineering life is an honest life. Because the most honest things, to my knowledge, available on the earth are the machines. कभी सुना है इस मशीन ने दूसरी मशीन को धोखा दे दिया? इस मशीन ने दूसरी मशीन को गाली दे दी? इस मशीन ने मोर्चा निकाल दिया? सुना है? The most beautiful things are the machines. And it is us engineers who work with them, who create them, run them, operate them, and improve them. And therefore, the difference between engineering and an engineer And the three things that come out are the three P's. You know, it's peculiar of management professors to talk about 3 C's, 4 P's, so I'll talk of 3 P's today. The 3 P's of engineering life is purpose, process, and perseverance. Everything that an engineer does or engineering community does is with a purpose. At lunchtime we were discussing, and our chief guest was talking about that every engineer has to have a purpose. Purpose is to solve problems of society, make this place a much better place to live in. And as we were discussing, Mangesh Karatji joined us. And see how an engineer thinks. You can think of a solution provided you have understood a problem. The basic problem is that we don't understand problem. And sir talked about that for Marathwada, the biggest problem, as sir mentioned, is going to be water. And this is the problem with a lot of the arid zones in the country where the water tables are sinking. And there may be a time when you may have to go and buy water for 5,000 rupees a glass, at the shopping mall, right? And people will preserve if we do not find solutions. So the first P is the purpose that an engineer has. At School of Engineering, which is our new school, but in just 2 years, the kind of things that we are doing, we have been selected, sir, for our chief guest, sir, that out of so many universities, we had been selected for establishing Atal Incubation Center here. And we have been selected to be the NSDC's Train the Training partner. And all this is happening because today we talked about 4 MOUs being signed. At School of Engineering in this very short time, we have n number of MOUs in all the fields of engineering, and the best part is all those MOUs are working. In just this about 2 years, the publications record, the research and consulting record of School of Engineering is noteworthy. And I therefore congratulate all the faculty and students of School of Engineering. Please continue your good work, and our purpose is to take engineering to the next level. We have to find solutions to our problems in our way. So if the purpose is understood, then the next thing is the process. This also was discussed, and we have to find solutions to our problems in our way. There cannot be control C and control V of processes from West because they will not work here. Our conditions are different, our aspirations are different, our value systems are different, and therefore we as engineers have to design processes that will work for our nation, that will work in solving the societal problems here. So the second one is this is the process. The good part of engineering processes are they are perfect. The good part of engineering processes are they work. They work at all the times. Unlike other discipline where things may work today and may not work tomorrow. So the process brings in a sustainability and continuity. The third aspect is perseverance. Perseverance in engineer, there is nothing like a half working machine. Is there a half working machine? चलो चक्का तो घूम रहा है, खाना नहीं बन रहा तो क्या हुआ, राइट? इंजन तो चल रहा है, अगर कार आगे नहीं बढ़ रही तो क्या हुआ? We do not leave till such time the things are made to work. So perseverance is a commitment. Perseverance is a commitment to achieve the purpose through the process that we talked about, and we don't give up as long as till such time that the purpose is achieved. So purpose, process, and perseverance. With this, all you engineers will build the society and the nation that we are all aiming for and that we are looking to build. Once again, a very happy Engineers Day to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's now time to sign the MOUs. I would now like to call upon Mrs. Gurleen Singh Paddaji, the Vice President Operations of Zenith Education, with an aim to bridge the gap between the industrial world and the college classroom. We signed this MOU with a motto to empower the students so that by the end of the time they graduate, Our students already have enough exposure so as to take the challenges of the real-time work head-on. May we have a huge round of applause? MOUs will also be exchanged between the Center of Excellence in Microwave Engineering, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, University College of Engineering, Osmania University, Hyderabad, and the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, MIT School of Engineering, Pune. MOU will be exchanged between the Center of Excellence in Microwave Engineering, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, University College of Engineering, Osmania University, and Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, MIT School of Engineering, Pune, MIT ADT University, with a goal of grooming the students of MIT ADTU to match the global standards in terms of technological research, innovation, patents formulation, entrepreneurship, and job opportunities. May we have a huge round of applause? MIT School of Engineering also exchanges the MOUs with C.V. Raman Heterogeneous Computational Laboratory Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, University College of Engineering, Osmania University, Hyderabad. I now call upon Mr. Yash Rani ji, the Chief Executive Officer of Cheezels Prince Manufacturing Limited. Cheezels Prince Manufacturing Limited is involved in the business of design, manufacturing, consultancy, and research and development in the field of additive manufacturing of metallic and non-metallic parts. Cheezels Prince Manufacturing Limited is one of the first pioneer company in India who is working on the concept of future factory for on-demand CNC machining and online 3D printing service. We will now sign this MOU with Cheezels Prince Manufacturing Limited. I would now like to call upon Mr. Swapnil Pankhe ji from Veneer Design Solution Private Limited. Veneer Design Solution is the emerging service provider company in engineering and product development domain. Veneer Design Solution has expertise in innovative products in biomedical, automotive components, and plastic products. MIT School of Engineering is glad to sign the MOU with Veneer Design Solution Private Limited. Under the Azimuth MOU, MIT SOE and Azimuth is organizing 9 days internship program starting from the 29th of September 2018. I would now like to call upon our eloquent, charming, dazzling, prudent, Honorable Executive President, Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat sir, to address the gathering.
Great. Thank you, Payal. Thank you. I was wondering who is going to come. And yeah, thank you. The chief guest of the today's program, Honorable Dr. Pandari Pandeji, the former Vice Chancellor of the Marathwada University and the eminent educationist who has served the different IITs and different national level institutes. Sir, we are privileged by your presence on this campus for this program of Engineers Day. I am also happy to welcome our own guest, Mr. Yusuf Inamdarji, who is associated with MIT College of Management, MIT Group since last so many years. I think more than 10 years he is associated with MIT. You are here as a guest. We are proud of you. Our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rai sir, our Principal, Dr. Ravande, all other head of the departments, faculties, the industry owners and representatives who have signed the MOU with MIT School of Engineering on the occasion of the Engineers Day, and my dear young friends. Really, I'm very delighted to welcome all of you for this wonderful program of Engineers Day. As rightly said, we are celebrating the birthday of Sir Vishwesvaraya. The 15th September is his birthday. We are celebrating it on 12th September only because that is a holiday. As rightly said, Sir Vishwesvaraya was a great engineer, very eminent educationist, very renowned, honest person, and who has served Maharashtra, Bombay Presidency, who has served Mysore Presidency, and who has also served the Hyderabad, Nizam region. At 3 places he has built, his contribution is noteworthy. His contribution was, that time our need of our country was to irrigate the country and to produce agricultural produce. Irrigation, management of water was a challenge in front of our country, and he has really served well for our country. So his contribution is really noteworthy, and it was appreciated by whole country. He was given Bharat Ratna. So he achieved and he was also felicitated by the different countries like Europe, France, British. All of them have, appreciated by different awards. So he is our role model, I will say. For engineers, he is certainly role model. As rightly said, everyone has joined engineering. So I congratulate you, and I wish my best wishes for the Engineers Day to all of you. I know since childhood, the number of in India, this is every parent. They aspire to make their son engineer or daughter engineer, either engineer or doctor. And now you have landed into engineering. Naturally, it is a very promising the profession, promising career, and people who have contributed, who has made the engineering profession of a great repute, like Sir Vishwesvaraya. We can also name the few other people who have really made this engineering profession great profession. When I was remembering S.L. Kirloskar, Shantanu Rao Kirloskar, who he was graduated from Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Number of you may not be knowing, the Kirloskar Group in 1980s or 1990s used to be one of the prime industry group of our country. And Shantanu Rao Kirloskar, mechanical engineer, was the architect of that group. After independence, when country was in need of the diesel engines, he developed indigenous diesel engines for our country. The Kirloskar oil engines, Kirloskar Cummins, Kirloskar pneumatics. On all sides of the Pune, he established the Kirloskar companies. The Kirloskar electrical motors, he established the companies in Hubli, he established companies in Pune. So he was also very great engineer of our country. We can also name the other great engineer. We have to remember the engineers who have really contributed for the field and who have made the engineers really the great people. Mr. Kurian, Dr. Varghese Kurian, who, even though he was an engineer, he joined the Anand Dairy in Gujarat at Anand, and he made he brought the white revolution in our country. The Gujarat, now also if you go there, the water is little costly, and the milk is cheaper. We get milk at a cheaper rate. So that was his contribution, and he did Amul. He created that Amul brand, and surprisingly, that Amul is a cooperative movement, cooperative federation. But now Amul is an international brand who competes with a Nestle, who competes with a Cadbury, and number of other multinational companies. So that was also, Indian engineer who has served in the field of who has changed, who has given the maximum employment to the rural area people. So that was his great contribution. We can also, Abdul Kalam ji, we know he has worked in the DRDO and he has made our defense, very strong defense for our country. We also have to recognize and remember, he is still alive, Mr. Sam Pitroda ji, who was working with Rajiv Gandhi ji and who has really made the digital communication available to the different part of the country. Because of him, in 1990s, I still remember, I belong to the village from Latur area, and in the first time 1990s, we got the telephone connection in our village. And that was a moment in every village, the telephones exchanges were set up by the Rajiv Gandhi ji. Under the technical, he was the electronics engineer. So Sam Pitroda ji was also is also great engineer. We can name other, like the TCS, the founding, the chairman, Mr. Kohli. Mr. Kohli, you may be from computer engineering. In 1951, he joined the Tata Electrical Company, and he was given he first made the attempt to computerize or to do the automation of the electrical systems there. And then he established under the Tata's company, the TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and that company is now one of the biggest companies. So he is called as the father of the software engineer. In line with that, Infosys chairman, Mr. Narayan Murthy, who also has become the icon of the IT industry at an international level, Mr. Narayan Murthy. Number of other people are there. Then E. Sridharan, the civil engineering people are here. Mr. Yusufji is here. Mr. Sridharan, who is a metro man. He has built the Konkan Railway, who has built the Delhi Metro Railway. And still today, he works with a number of metros, I think from Kerala, from the different metros. And he is instrumental in providing the metro services in our country. There are a number of people from time to time, they have taken the challenge of our country. They have solved the problems of our country by a different way. Maybe by the space programs. Abdul Kalam ji has, launched the satellite, our Indian satellite, into the space. So these are the real heroes of our country. And you people are going to be in line with them. So this is a wonderful day, and you have really joined the good branch, engineering branch. And we are celebrating that day. But on this day, you have to also take the review. Okay, what are the problems of our country? Dr. Pandari Pandey was saying, you people nowadays, I was seeing one video clip of some foreign person. I shared that video clip with our Vice Chancellor. And he was, he was regretting all our good engineers after graduation, they plan to go to America, to Europe, to Australia. All good brains are going there, and they are working for other countries. This is, we are exporting our good brains to America and to other countries. We are not solving the problems of our own country. We have to really solve the problems of our own country, That will be the real Indianness. You have to prove yourself that you are Indian first, and then you are the good engineer after that. You have to solve the problems of our country. If I see what are the problems in front of our country because of the fast urbanization, if we see our river, the villagers are putting their garbage in the river. So that is the biggest challenge. In Pune also, we see last to last year, there was a great protest by the people. They were not allowing the trucks of the garbage trucks of the Pune city to be dumped in their areas, nearby Pune villages. They were protesting. We have to have the proper solid waste management systems. We have to design. In Aurangabad also, these type of news are very common nowadays. Solid waste management, sewage treatment plant. The Pune city's water is not properly treated. There are a number of other issues. Pollution. I was reading day before yesterday in the newspaper, Pune's pollution level, NO2 level, nitrogen oxide level is very high. So why it is high? We have to design the good automobiles, or we have to find out the solutions. We have done a lot in the past. Indian engineers have done a lot of things, but still the problems are also, number of problems are there. We have to work to solve the problems of our country. That is our prime duty as engineers. So instead of going to America, Europe, you work for our country. That should be our, determination. That will really give you the good, reputation, the good satisfaction of your job. So that will be my small appeal to all of you on this day. There are a number of other things you can do. Certainly you will get the good money also by doing that. As rightly said, our country also need entrepreneurs to solve these problems. You can become entrepreneur, you can earn the money. But we have to dedicate our life for our own society, our own state, and then you can country the necessity, and that will be the real tribute to our Sir Mokshagandam Vishwesvaraya ji on his birthday. So my friends, MIT School of Engineering or the MIT ADT University is always committed for these social problems. You might have seen that construction of the dome is coming up at our campus. World's biggest dome. Our founder is constructing. And his vision, he has put the statues of the engineers, scientists, philosophers and saints. Newton's statue and Einstein's statue is at the front door of the dome. Because these people have served the society to the humanity as a whole, not to their country. These people, so we have that, that is our objective, to create that type of a scientist, that type of engineer, that type of innovator. That is our inspiration. Our founder sees, or our founder wishes somebody should work, somebody should be the Nobel laureate in some area, or somebody should do some notable social work, social impact on the society, by which the life of the society will be more comfortable. So this should be our objective on this day. The challenges, number of challenges are there. So we have to find out, we have to analyze those challenges. So in your day to day, in your mini projects, in your research papers, if you find out the solutions of these problems, School of Engineering will really fetch very good name, and you people will also get great benefit out of that. Dr. Pandari Pandey was saying that nowadays we admit more than 20 lakh engineers in schools and colleges every year. Not 20 lakh, I think around 15 lakh is our intake capacity. So that much engineers are coming. So there is a lot of competition is there. So innovation has to be there. Some real problem solving has to be there. So that will make you real good successful engineer. So with these words, once again, I pay my great tribute to Mokshagandam Vishwesvaraya ji and all these great souls, great engineers who have contributed for the India, who have contributed for the society building. And with these words, I stop here for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There is a phrase, one of the finest, but if I may alter it, we have two of the finest engineers in this campus, and those are our VC sir and our executive president. So MIT School of Engineering would like to congratulate both of them on occasion of Engineers Day. May I request our principal to congratulate Honorable Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat sir for being an excellent engineer on campus today. May I also request sir to congratulate the executive president. Thank you, sir. By education, I mean all-round drawing of the best child in body and man in body, mind and spirit. Keeping this thought by Mahatma Gandhi in mind, we at MIT School of Engineering arranged a skit, essay, poster and filmmaking competition commemorating the late M. Vishveshwaraya on the occasion of Engineers Day. All the competitions had similar themes based on technology and innovation, highlighting the advancements made in the past and the opportunities that await in the future. We witnessed great participation with a competitive spirit by all the students of MIT ADTU. All the winners did a commendable job, and for all those who couldn't win, we will never let the competitions go scant, and you will get all the opportunities to prove your mantle. So for the essay writing competition, may I please call upon, the third prize is shared by two of them. So Cadet Kanishk Roy from Manit, second year student, and Vaishnav Karbhor from MIT School of Engineering, CSE 4 first year student. The second prize goes to Kaustubh Kasture from MIT School of Engineering, IT first year student. We also have the first prize, Manav Mishra from MEC 1, MIT School of Engineering, second year. There was a skit competition held yesterday, and the winners are Kshitij Gunjalkar, Kurveen Singh, Saad Ahmad, Sanskar Chaube, Dhanashri Darekar, and Devvrat Agnihotri. May we have a huge round of applause for them? They secured the first position. May we have a huge round of applause? The poster presentation competition, the runner-up goes to Kushrat Patni and Kshitij Gunjalkar, second year student, CSE. And the first prize goes to Vivek Sinha and Vaibhav Prakash, first year student, CSE. May we have a huge round of applause? It's only after we encourage them that their participation will increase. Congratulations, students. We are extremely proud of your achievement. We will now watch a screening of a short film on engineers of the society. This amazing short film that we just watched was made by our students, and the theme was Engineers for the Society. There were total 6 entries, and the runner-up prize goes to Sudarshan Sahare from MIT School of Engineering. May I request the guests on the dais to congratulate him? And the winner is none other than Stephen Sebastian from MIT School of Engineering, Mechanical Department. May we have a huge round of applause? Thank you, sir. I would now like to request our guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Yusuf Inamdar ji, to address the gathering.
Hello. Distinguished guest on the dais. And first of all, happy Engineers Day to all of you creators. Again, I am not calling you engineers because in the world, after the God, we are the creators. So first of all, congratulations to all the creators. Thank you. Just when I'm coming to MIT, just I'm thinking, what should I talk? What should be the topic for the engineers? Just I will give you some few examples. Lot of you have heard that there is no vacancy for the engineers, there is no job in the market, and there is a lot of financial issues going in the country. Just I will give you one, I will not give you the others example, I will give you my company's example. When I have joined this company in 1993, we have 4 employees. Now my company has almost 10,000 employees. So just imagine when the first problem we faced in 2007, there was globally financial issues going on, and at that time all we are thinking that how should we get the work. But at that time we grabbed almost double the projects, whatever the capacity we have. Same thing now in this. Our target was 2017-18 was almost 12,000 crore rupees project we have to grab. And till date, we got almost 18,000 crore projects only in India. So just imagine, कहीं पे जॉब का कोई प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं है, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम ऑफ द जॉब्स. और इसके साथ एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटीज आपके लिए ओपन हो रही है, दैट इज द बिजनेस. अगर आप बोलेंगे व्हाट इज द बिजनेस, यहाँ पे तो कोई बिजनेस की अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं है, ये कुछ नहीं है. ऑलमोस्ट सिर्फ पुणे में, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली ऑफ द पुणे. अभी रीच 1, रीच 2, रीच 3, that is the Maha Metro phases. Reach 1 is from Pimpri to Shivaji Nagar. Reach 2 is Baner to Kothurud to Shivaji Nagar. Reach 3 is from Shivaji Nagar to Ramwadi. And UG4 is underground constructions, which is from Agriculture College. Next station is Civil Court. Third is Mandai. Fourth is Budwarpet. And fifth is Swargate. So just imagine what we are going to make. It is a 5.5 kilometer tunnel, which is starting from Agriculture College and ending at Swargate. It is a 30-meter depth. 30-meter depth. Just imagine where your strata is hard rock and you are making a building at 30 meter below. So it is a challenging job. Then a lot of business opportunities like the supply of technical materials, the consultancy, the general consultants, the project management consultant, and lot of opportunities are, huge opportunities are going to take. Number 2, just imagine 2 more airports are planning for India, planning for just only for Pune. Just already the military has started their expansion of Logaon airport, and second, the airport which is coming to the Purandar. Then one more big project, which is already the project has been awarded to one of the largest company of India. It is Tata Cement JV. The project is starting, underground project. It is starting from Shivaji Nagar and which will be end at Hinjawadi. It is almost 17.5 kilometer tunnel, and it will be a twin tunnel. Then again, we are designing a tunnel of 35 kilometer. Just imagine we are planning, and I am the designer of that project. We are planning to execute a 35 kilometer tunnel, which is starting from Khedakvasla and it will end to near Fursungi. And it is 100 meter below. Just imagine, it is 100 meter below. So again, a lot of civil engineering activities are coming in the future. So it is a huge potential for the civil engineers, mechanical, as well as the electricals, then what we call software engineers. It is a tremendous requirement. Just one more metro projects, which is our company's dream, which that business I am heading, which is the eco-friendly metro. I would not say it is a metro, it is a local bus. We are designing a bus which will run on a elevated way on a single wire rope that doesn't require any fuel, which will run by the non-renewable energy, which is solar or wind energy. So just imagine how much we require. We are planning for 100 kilometers for only in Pune. Just it is the first phase, 100 kilometers, just imagine. So lot of opportunities are going on, and just one, rightly the Vishwanath Karad sir said, there is a competition. Yes, there is a competition. लेकिन just now, आपकी इसके बाद competition किसके साथ है? As earlier said कि 14 लाख इंजीनियर से वो तो इंडिया में इतने प्रोजेक्ट्स है कि उसी में वो पूरे कंज्यूम होने वाला है. Nowadays, मतलब जब when we first sign a MOU or joint venture with a Chinese and Australian company, that was 2012 for Delhi Metro Corporation, and they are our technology partner or a joint venture partner. At that time, we were taking a technology from them. But nowadays, we should be proud as an Indian. Now, the Indian companies are appointing foreign engineers for the service in India. So now, see where our technologies are going on. Just recently, we have appointed engineers from Italy, Spain, Australia, New Zealand, Vietnam, and China. Just imagine all the civil, mechanical, electronics engineers are coming to India for the service. Earlier, what we said, our population was the problem. No. Nowadays, it was a strength of our India. Rightly, the sir said, Karad sir said, that the biggest problem of Maharashtra is the water. Sir, Karad sir, I would, that basically, Jay Kumar, basically we are the civil engineering infrastructure projects, but we are entering in the business of water. Just imagine a civil engineering background company, and what is their interest to enter in the water? But the future is the water. Just rightly sir said, जब हम लोग वहाँ पे लंच रूम में थे, कि मुंबई से पानी ड्रॉप करके कहीं पे नासिक में स्टोरेज करके, सर ऑलरेडी दैट प्लान हैज़ बीन डन, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली देयर इज सम टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम्स, क्योंकि व्हेन सी वाटर को हम अगर कोई ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं तो ऑलमोस्ट 50-50 द रेशियो. अगर 50% वाटर निकलेगा तो 50% रॉ वाटर निकलेगा. बट जो रॉ वाटर हम अगर उसको हम ग्राउंड में पेनिट्रेट करेंगे तो इट विल क्रिएट प्रॉब्लम टू द एग्रीकल्चर. सो ऑलरेडी न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी, जैसे हमने बोला कि ऑल सिविल इंजीनियर्स हैव द शार्पन ब्रेन्स, सो दे आर गेटिंग गुड आइडियाज. सो ऑलरेडी Jay Kumar have entered in the electromagnetic water business, and already we are designing the water for the agriculture and the construction. And I think that was the Asia's first concept. Already we are doing the biggest precast yard on same technology we have developed in Mumbai for the Mumbai Metro. Same we are developing the same casting yard near Wagholi for Pune Metro. So we are designing the water. When you read any concrete technology book, that what is the designing of water? No. Nowadays it is a highly recommendation. It is a highly, almost say 20 to 25% cement savings are there. So lot of energy your say savings, and with that particularly designed water, what we found in that we have developed one agriculture farm in Saswad. It is almost 40 kilometers from this place, and almost 40% agricultural hike. Say the production of was increased by 40% with the particularly water. and that is without urea and without any other fertilizers. That is the main important. So day by day technology is developing. So again, I request all of you, the creators, the engineers, that with the technology that you have to adapt, you have to make yourself a competitor with the foreign guys or so that we can sustain. And rightly the Karadkar said, basically we have to serve to our nation. But yes, now we need that the potential and opportunities are in India that much कि कहीं पे हमें शायद इंडिया से बाहर जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, बट बाहर से लोगों को हमें लाना पड़ेगा. So thank you very much and happy engineers to all again.
Thank you, sir, for inspiring our students. May I now request the chief guest, Honorable Dr. V.M. Panduri Pandeji, to address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Mangesh Karad, your Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sunil Rai, Dr. Kishore Ravande, Dr. Sajdev, Dr. Sanap, Deans of Faculty of Engineering, Heads of the Department, and my dear students. At the outset, I thank this management for inviting me to this Engineers Day. As a matter of fact, this is my second visit to this campus. The first time when I was Vice Chancellor at Aurangabad, and when I came to your MIT campus, Sri Vishwanath Karalji insisted that I should visit this campus and see this, what is called as Rajbagh. And that time he himself came and showed me the campus, and I was very much impressed by your this musical instrumentation and that business. And that time, of course, there was no plan. Maybe plan may be there, but I was not aware of this plan. But that time I was impressed by another thing. Your Raj Kapoor's, sleeping pose, and is really excellent. And that time, do you know what I remember? I went to my school days. The Sangam picture was released by Raj Kapoor. And I still remember we went for first show, would not get the ticket, but only could see the second show. I mean, that time, box office, Raj Kapoor's pictures were so hit. I really feel proud that the name of Visvesvaraya comes thrice in my biodata. As you must have seen when she read, first, I graduated from a college, Visvesvaraya Regional Engineering College, in 1970, named after Visvesvaraya. I was lucky to head the same institute when it became deemed university, namely Visvesvaraya National Institute of Technology, second time. And third, I received the prestigious Institution of Engineers Award, which is also named after Bharat Ratna Sir Visvesvaraya. So really, I may tell you a funny incident. When I joined Visvesvaraya National Institute of Technology as a director, and I think I joined in July, maybe 2002, I think. And immediately August and September was the Engineers Day. And we were thinking whom to invite as the chief guest for the Engineers Day. Before joining, I knew that in newspaper I have read about a gentleman in Nagpur. He was a Muslim gentleman. A news came in the newspaper. Illiterate person, no education, but he has created Guinness Book of World Record. He had a small workshop in Nagpur, and that news came. In fact, I remember that he wanted to go abroad for this Guinness Book of World Record, getting recognition, etc. Do you know what is the contribution? This person with no education, which had a small mechanical workshop, has developed working models of two-stroke engines, four-stroke engines, working model steam engines, and the least dimension was 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. In fact, they used to say that you can hold that working steam engine on your thumbnail. This size, thumbnail. And they were all working models, steam engine working model. You have to put 2-3 drops of water, really all gears, everything works. So what we did, I asked the head of the mechanical engineering to find out where is this person. And then we requested him that let him demonstrate to all our students of VNIT all the models which he has created, live models. So he brought all his models and we had a very beautiful exhibition of his models. Please remember, a person with no education, doesn't know law of thermodynamics, doesn't know the equation PV is equal to RT or whatever it may be, doesn't know anything. But he has created, produced a steam engine, which is working model, and that too with such a minute thing. All gears, everything, gear system, everything. You can see. As a matter of fact, some of his models, you have to take a binocular or telescope and see the models. Why I want to tell you this story is that please remember the real meaning of engineering. Unless you make your hands dirty, unless you sit on the floor, you are not an engineer. Unfortunately, nowadays, when you become an engineer, you want to be in a multinational company, you want to have a revolving chair, you want to have air-conditioned office. I think your mentality has to change towards learning, towards work culture. Unfortunately, this is missing. Somebody asked, in fact, in engineering profession and in most of the profession, what is missing is number 1, professionalism, and number 2, moral ethics. These two things are unfortunately missing. Why we can't make good business in the world? Because that number 1, professionalism is not there. Whatever I will do the best and nothing less than the best. That has to be our aim. Consciousness for quality. And please remember, I read, surprisingly you will be surprised, what is the definition of professionalism? What can be called professionalism? And the definition is very surprising. Somebody has said, professionalism means create a situation where your services are not at all required. Stunning, no? Your services are not at all required. It means if you want, you are a judge. If you are a judge, what is professionalism for a judge? Create a society where you don't need a judge. Create a society where you don't need a doctor. Healthy society. So, I think as an engineer, you must strive for the quality. Please remember, yesterday, I think I was discussing with your students. I asked a question. How many of you want to become a teacher? Your student, I asked. I think around 90, 100 students were there in the hall. One hand only. Is it not a contradictory situation? You want good teachers. You want to be taught by good teachers, but none of you want to become a good teacher. This is really contradiction. There are a lot of contradictions in our supply and demands thing. Please remember, when you expect something, you also should be. And do you mean to say there is no salary? There is nowadays a very good salary as far as, of course, there was a time, our time, when this was not a good, paid job. But now, teacher gets a very good salary, more or less competitive with the multinational company. And respect in society. I think that is very, very important. Respect in society. Now, I would also, I think you have taken a lot of names as far as those who have contributed to the society, Indian engineers, etc. One name missing, and that's what I questioned when I was going through the poster sessions. Who is father of wireless communication? Can a student who answered stand up? No, not you. I think one student answered that question. Is he there? Yes. I think he deserves a lot of applause. Please. Generally, I don't get answer to this question. Can you come here? Let everybody see you.
Hello.
Tell the answer.
Jagdish Chandra Bose.
Very good. I tell you, I don't get this answer. Even I tell you, teachers also cannot answer this question. Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose, 120 years back, sitting in a small laboratory, which is of the size of lavatory, 10 feet by 12 feet, did the experiment, first experiment on wireless communication. Whatever internet, mobile, etc., you are seeing today is not because of Marconi. Remember, is not because of Marconi. It is because of Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose. And at that time, the British people did not allow him, did not give him a good laboratory. You need a sophisticated laboratory to do the experiment, to do the verify the theory, etc. He was given a small laboratory, as I was telling, some 10 feet by 12 feet. Then he thought, how can I create an experiment, or how can I do the experiment in the small laboratory? And there is a principle in our engineering, you know, that frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional. So if a person works at a very high frequency, you need a small place, as simple as that. And therefore, he generated, transmitted, and detected a signal at 40 into 10 to the power of 9 kilohertz, and proved it to the Royal Society of London. This experiment, demonstrated this experiment. I would appeal to Gerhard sir, please see that his statue is there in this campus, at least in the electronics department. Must be there. And I remember I had a very notorious colleague at IIT Kharagpur. You know, he was doing PhD with me. His name is Prabir Bandyopadhyay. You know, he was very notorious, and he used to fight with the guide also. So he fought with the guide, so could not get the PhD. He went to Polytechnic Institute of Brooklyn and worked for PhD there. But after PhD, what he did, do you know? For 3 years, he was working on a project to prove that the credit for wireless communication has to go to Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose and not to Marconi. And he proved to the world, and our highest society, which is called at Institution of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, namely IEEE, had to agree officially that father of wireless communication, that title has to go to Dr. It was agreed. And please remember, who is Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose? You remember your school lessons? In school lesson, at least we had one lesson, that Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose has proved that plants have life. Can you imagine a person who works in plants, botany, and zoology, or whatever it is, also works in electromagnetics? That shows that problems of tomorrow are such that they need multidisciplinary knowledge. You can't have simply electronics, you can't be simply electronics engineer, simply mechanical engineer, or simply civil. No. You need to know many things. Please remember. That's why I suggested to your faculty, to your vice chancellor, to your deans, you have to, if you want to have a very good university, very good engineering college, please have revolutionary changes in curricula, revolutionary changes in assessment process, the revolutionary changes in the examination process, the revolutionary changes in the attitude towards learning and teaching. In fact, as I told, let there be less teaching and more learning. Less teaching and more learning. For that, students have to work. Please remember, students have to work. I would like that after 4 years, if I visit this campus, there is a big exhibition totally by students' project. You open. In fact, I would request the college to organize an open day. Open day means our university is open to the society. Let students, parents, industry people come and see in this campus what the students are doing. What is this big university is about? What are they doing in the laboratory? Let there be open day, because we owe to the society. We are paying so much fees. You are paying so much, we are making so much investment in civil engineering, in infrastructure, in laboratory, etc. So therefore, you are answerable to the society. Therefore, they must come and see what a computer science engineer is doing, what a electronics engineer is learning. Let there be, and then there won't be any problem for placement. Please remember, I do not know whether you know about that project. There is a very beautiful project, what is called as Honey Bee project by Gupta, Professor Gupta of IIM, where any student can upload his project in that website, and which is workable, which is producible, which is economical, and best project is awarded by none other than our President of India. Please remember. It is called Honey Bee project, Honey Bee project. You can see that website anywhere. Not only that, this Professor Gupta helps you to get a financial assistance from any industry or anything. Please remember. Therefore, my sincere appeal to all of you is that don't limit yourself only to what is your branch, namely electronics or electrical or mechanical. You have a multidisciplinary approach. And therefore, I would also appeal head of the departments, when they are giving the projects to the student, let there be one student from electrical, one student from computer science, one student from mechanical, and let them solve a problem which is multidisciplinary in nature, which is of direct relevance to the society. You are not working for Japan, you are not working for China or Germany or USA, you are working for Maharashtra. You have to solve the problems of Pune, this district, or villagers. You know, a lot of problems are there which villagers are facing. And as far as engineering problems are concerned, there is no dearth. Just keep your eyes open, keep your ears alive. You will see that lot of problems are there around you. And tomorrow's problems being complex in nature, and the fact that they are challenging, they demand, number one, simple solutions, number two, economic solutions, number three, reliable solutions. Problems are complex, but what is expected is that solution has to be simple, solution has to be economic, solution has to be reliable and custom friendly. That is the reason why a person like Steve Jobs got famous only in 2 decades. I would also appeal that your library should not be limited only to textbooks in engineering. Let there be autobiographies and biographies of a person like Steve Jobs. You should know how Steve Jobs has grown up, what really Sudha Murthy has done. I do not know how many ladies or how many boys have read books by Sudha Murthy. You know, excellent. If you want to know how a communication has to be done in English, please read books by Sudha Murthy. Excellent English, simple English, which even a 4th class student or a 5th class student also can understand. And please remember, in engineering, when you are writing, when you are communicating, nobody expects you a flowery language or a literary language. No, you have to be simple, you have to be forceful to express your ideas. Nobody will, if you are telling some complicated formulas and big equations, you know, everybody gets bored. On the other hand, with a simple language, with a simple concept, you have to convince the people about your ideas. I wish that all of you, with the help of your mentors, with the help of your faculty, and going together, I do not know, I think I would just take 2 minutes. I remember a beautiful story, which is I think which is getting circulated in the social media also. It is called Ubuntu. It is a concept, Ubuntu. It is a story about African students. What happened in that country? A psychological teacher conducted a competition for student, and what he said, at 500 feet, there was a box of sweets kept there at the 500 feet, and he asked the students to run. I think that I will just take 1 minute, don't rush.
Hello. May I please request all the students to take seats?
Just
the
to-
buses will leave late, so please take seats.
So he asked students to run. It was a competition to collect that sweet box. He said, whosoever will go first will get that sweet box. Do you know what all students did? They all ran together with hand in hand, all reached the spot at the same time and distributed the sweets together. That is what is required in our country. Competition means not that I will win. Competition should be we all will win. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Once a teacher, always a teacher. And we will first like to wish you a very happy Teachers' Day, sir. We have actually learnt a lot from you today. And we, the teachers of MIT School of Engineering and our energetic students, promise to put your words into action. And our budding engineers will make you feel proud one day. Yes? Thank you so much, sir. May I now request the Dean of Engineering, Honorable Mrs. Rajneesh Sachdev ma'am, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. Dear students, please make a point that the buses will not leave without picking you up. It's already been informed, so just have a patience till the end of the program. So good afternoon, everyone. Respected and the most distinguished guest, Chief Guest of the day, Professor Dr. V.M. Pandari Pandeji, respected Mr. Yusuf Inamdar ji sir, respected Shri Mangesh Karat sir, respected Shri Sunil Rai sir ji, respected Shri Kishore Ravande sir, respected Shri Sudarshan Sanap sir, all the invited guests of the dais from the industry and from MIT ADT University, heads of the departments, faculty members, and my beloved students. Dear students, from the invention of the wheel in the ancient history to the modern day drones, engineering constructs have provided a vital push for the progress of human technology, taking note of how important engineers are for the growth of nation. Countries around the world celebrate Engineers' Day. You know that World Engineers' Day is celebrated in Russia on 22nd December, Mexico celebrate it on July 1st, Italy celebrate it on 15th of June, and so on. Here in India, we celebrate it on 15th September to mark the respect for Sir M. Vishwasaraya ji. Work is illustrations to the value of his hard work and sincerity and provide a valuable lessons to the mankind. I consider it a great privilege and pleasant task to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed and contributed in one or the other way to make this day memorable and successful. We are fortunate to have our chief guest, Professor Dr. V.M. Pandari Pandeji sir, Honorable Director, Center of Excellence in Microwave Electronics from Osmania University, Hyderabad. Sir, your presence and gentle words of appreciation is a source of encouragement for all of us. Let me assure you, sir, in 4 years down the time, you will find an open day on our campus which will showcase the innovative projects done by our students. This is my commitment from my students. Do you agree with us? We are also extending our thanks to Mr. Yusuf Inamdar sir, Technical Head, J. Kumar Properties Limited, Pune. Sir, Your long industrial experience and knowledge are well presented in your speech, which will remain with our student as a motivation thoughts. Thank you, sir. Professor Dr. Mangesh Karad, sir, Executive President of MIT ADT University, has been a driving force behind this whole unit, a man by profession and heart, a pure engineer. His vision and interest and hard work always add feather to this university. I wish to thank him for all his efforts and dedication by which this university has achieved a new vigor and vitality. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to Vice Chancellor of MIT ADT University, respected Sunil Rai Sirji, the dynamic and flexible person in all academic matters, for gracing this occasion. His presence today in this function has immensely enhanced its importance. Sir, we will remember all 3 P's which you have talked today. We are extremely grateful to you, sir, for your insightful address. I also express my sincere thanks to our Registrar, Dr. Mahesh Deshpande, sir, by gracing this program with his presence. I express my deep gratitude to our respected principal, respected Dr. Kishore Ravande, sir, for his guidance and all the activities. He has ensured that it is done in all the right way, at the right time. Next in line, our Chief Convener, Dr. Sudarshan Sanap, sir, for your systematic planning, monitoring, and timely execution of all the tasks. Thank you, sir. Today, we have witnessed an MOU with various companies. I'll just name Azinith Education, Shizel Prints Manufacturing, Vernier Design Solutions Private Limited, and we have representatives from those companies who are here to sign an MOU with us. So I would like to give my thanks to you also for your contribution. I would like to thank all the deans, directors, and other institute of MIT ADT for gracing these events by their presence. I also would like to thank all the HODs for their support and guidance. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to all the event coordinators, winners, and participants of various events for judging, planning, and execution, and also to the team members, faculty members, non-teaching staff for their involvement and willingness to take the completion of the task beyond their comfort zones. I am happy to express my vote of thanks to our Media and Publicity Department to give full coverage and promotion of this event. I would like to thank the volunteers who have been running around and doing lots of other activities. Finally, the wonderful students who have turned up in such a great numbers to participate in various programs for the celebration of Engineers Day. They are not only from MIT SOE, but also from other units of MIT ADT University. We thank you so much for your cooperation. Thanks for coming. Have a nice day. Get ready to welcome our Bappa Modia.
Thank you, ma'am. We declare the program over, but before that, I would like to request you all to stand up for the national anthem. Thank you so much. We declare the program over.